You know me. Okay, sir, right here, you're in charge.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good job. Good job. And we're gonna look at that lady right there, and we're gonna smile big, right?
1, 2, 3. Oh, awesome. There's
I
more.
got to do that. You should-
All right. 1, 2, 3. Good job.
Awesome, thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, want to take another one?
Yes.
One more?
Yeah.
Let's take one more. Okay, bring your card. We're gonna come right over here and bring it to hold it. It's not gonna go just like this. We're in my district. Ready?
But you don't like what number was. So just look at that.
Awesome, thank you. Are we good to go? Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. I'd like to call for a motion to approve the October 8th, 2024 regular board meeting.
Make a motion to approve.
A second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we actually have two changes to the agenda tonight. There'll be two different ones I'm gonna read, and we're gonna have to make a motion to vote on them. I'd like to call for a motion to add an executive session to evaluate the qualifications of an applicant for public employment or to review the performance of a public employee at the end of this meeting for 15 minutes with no action to follow.
I'd like to make a motion to evaluate the qualifications of an applicant or public employee or for public employment or to review the performance of the public employee for 15 minutes with no action to follow.
A second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I'd like to call for a motion to add an executive session to review negotiation on the performance of publicly bid contracts when public knowledge regarding such consideration would cause a likelihood of increased cost at the end of the meeting for 15 minutes with no action to follow.
I move to approve.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. We will do that later on in the meeting. Any public comment? No public comment. All right, presentations. We're going to do cultivating kindness. You're in charge now.
Thank you so much. Good seeing everybody.
Thank you for being here.
Another year of cultivating kindness and making sure that our employees know how valued they are. First, we have Smith from Smith Elementary, Miss Benitez. Hi, should I come up, Miss Benitez? This was from Fantasy Roman, a student, I believe. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, she's a parent. Excuse me, pardon me. What she wrote here, so I'm going to give you the certificate. We ran out of the plexiglass. We're going to be using this wood. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. So this is the award that our CTE students and Mr. Brad Burkhardt produced. And this is what Miss Fantasy Roman said about you. Miss Benitez deserves this award because she's an amazing teacher, and not just any teacher she works with. She works with children that need extra attention and support in school. She works with children in the special education program who need IEPs met. I have seen drastic changes with my son, thanks to her and her amazing work as an educator. She is organized, patient, professional, and caring. Her job is not easy, and she's doing an amazing job and deserves to be recognized for it.
Now you gotta get a picture of her crying.
I know.
Sure. Oh, Thank you for cultivating kindness. Next, we have Miss Lupita Salaiza. Okay, you're from McClure Elementary. Yes, yeah, and this was from Evelyn Sanchez. This is from a parent, and she said, my daughter has had Miss Eliza in fourth grade 2 years ago. My daughter's academics grew substantially. This was due to Miss Eliza's hard work and dedication. Miss Eliza believed in my daughter's capability to succeed. Fourth grade and left an everlasting impression on my daughter's academic success. I will forever be thankful to Miss Eliza for her impact. And she could not be here tonight, so she wanted me to tell you that I would love for Miss Eliza to know that that was me referring to my daughter, Jazara. You know who that is? Wonderful. Thank you so much for cultivating kindness. Okay, thank you. Next, we have Miss Claire Humpton. This is for you, Ms. Hunter. You were written and nominated by a student of yours. And this is what she had to say. Her name is Katie Rose Bates. And she said, whenever I am sad or down, she notices. When my dad died and my grandma died, she went out of her way and bought me a present, a good, well, sorry for your loss kind of present. A lot of people around me, including teachers, ignore the fact that my dad died and treated it like it was nothing, but she didn't. She's been there with me since my freshman year, and I can't imagine going out without her. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
all.
This was a tough month for the.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Great submissions.
So next we'll move on to Dr. Darling, give us his report.
All right, so good evening, board. A couple of the newsworthy items that I wanted to make sure we talked about. A huge thank you. As you know, we've had Wi-Fi connectivity issues for the last 15 days. Not that we've been counting. And we wanted to make sure that we thanked the YVC campus and the Grandview Library for making space for our staff. I was over there using it. I saw many of our staff members using it. They'd offered us office space or conference rooms. Really been over backwards to help accommodate us. So make sure, and even extra mile was letting staff come use their location during the daytime. So it was really super helpful during that time. And then I grammatically put an even huger thank you to the tech team because you probably saw them here 24 hours a day. Sometimes they were working all over the place. Despite some injuries, like Ernesto may or may not have fallen through a table during the process.
Wow.
Yeah, those guys were working really, really hard. And so we owe them a huge thank you too. And especially huge thank you to the staff who would show up and bring them lunch and dinner and breakfast and donuts. And they said if they knew it was like this, they'd unplug the Wi-Fi more often. Some of the upcoming events we have this Thursday, we have our superintendent student advisory council meeting in the library. We'll probably be starting closer to 7:30. So if you're around, feel free to drop by. There's gonna be a ribbon cutting ceremony that same day at 10 a.m. at the new playground, the all-inclusive playground over there, HT. And for those of you who want to attend, we have the ample and equitable funding for every Washington child. Some symposiums can be happening at Davis High School on the 24th in the evening from 6 to 8. And so we've already paid for the district. So anybody who wants to attend, you don't need to register, you can just show up. And then on the 30th, we are doing our citywide emergency response activity. That'll be at the District Learning Center from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's where we have YSO, YPD, GPD, emergency management from Yakima County, all kinds of people will be there.
The 30th at what time?
30th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And so we're doing like a mock emergency. So you can drop in and out at any time. We're kind of walking through that process.
That's a training that they've done down at the middle school. The same one that they did when they brought in, that was through GSD 105, or no, I'm sorry. ESD
They'll be
105.
there as well, but emergency management from Yakima and Lupe will be running it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time did you say that started?
8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Yeah.
Is this one where they do the simulation?
Yeah, but not like, we're not assigning people to show like fake injuries or that type of thing. Everybody just kind of sits around and talks about how they would handle different scenarios and such. And so it won't be filled with actors, but that'll be the next step after this.
The 30th from 8 to 2.
Yep. Yeah. And then next Monday, or November 4th and 5th will be coffee with the soup. And so if you want to swing by at 8 a.m. on Monday or 4:30 p.m. on Tuesday. And we have an update from WASDA and from WASDA, sorry. And I actually asked Heather Curl from WASDA to be on here. So Heather, if you want to show us your camera, you won't be able to see us because we don't have a camera set up, but can we give us a microphone check so we can hear you okay?
Can you hear me okay?
We can't
Okay, just
hear
one
her.
second. We need to turn our volume up.
Can
We
you,
can figure
can
it
you hear-
out. Just, we can't hear you yet, so hold on.
okay.
Nope, that's not it. You have any idea what it is, Brad?
It's usually when the audio ones there where you're back at.
Yeah.
What's the first one?
What's the one that says off?
That's the spatial sound. And then of course, Ernesto left, didn't he? Is there a mic? Let's see. Is there a mute button on?
Do you have a pen and paper? She can write it down, hold it up.
Does she know sign language?
Can you hear us?
She can.
I can hear you.
Is there a remote for the TV?
That.
Over there on the far left, audio.
That's her being able to hear us.
Oh, and it's not that mic at the bottom. That's us
Yeah, that's her being able to hear.
right there.
Yeah, that's our microphone, Wi-Fi.
None of the.
Wrong one.
Oh, now open that box in the right hand bottom corner of the settings.
Sound.
Shall I try again? Can you,
Speaker. Mono, auto.
So when we move
audio.
this, we should be able to hear it.
No. It's nice she joined.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
We don't want to hear what she has to say if we can get to it.
We need another 24 hours with IT in here.
Yeah, we do.
I don't think this is gonna work.
It's
probably not picking it up. Can she call in maybe to the phone?
Yeah, so what, Heather, why don't you,
Left on the microphone, sometimes it'll allow you to do, I know you said that that was us, but sometimes it allows you to pick a speaker as well. So speaker,
So
that's it.
Heather, can we hear you?
can you hear me now?
the building.
Oh, not yet. So why don't you go ahead and,
We can't get
Um,
volume on the.
We have help coming,
He'll be.
computer illiterate. I'm okay with that.
Work,
it
right?
should,
I agree.
it's
Plug and play.
okay, Heather, it'll be 30 seconds.
He's still here.
I turn stuff on if it doesn't work. I
There you
close
can
it,
test the speaker, the microphone, but I don't.
Yeah, so it's not showing the option for the TV.
Yeah, we have the speakers, do we?
He'll be here in a minute.
It's gonna go click, click. There you go.
Yeah, it's all working good. Hold on.
You can hear us, so that's good.
Is it?
Yeah. One second. Your thing's the 24th.
Yeah, we have 3 things in 24. You get sound out of that for some reason.
What about the remote control? We can try that, did we?
Gene did. Here's the mouse if you need it, Ernesto.
We're really broke it for Ernesto can't fix it.
So batteries.
turn it off and back on. That works a lot for me.
The other thing that works is you just throw it away and buy a new one.
That's when you find out all you need is.
Yeah, give us 30 seconds, and that might be our next option. You can call my cell phone. We'll be able to see her on there and listen to her on here.
It's probably our best.
So minimize the screen, let's see if the other speakers are working. Up on the top. Like TV. And in the TV, now you go see the TV settings, hit that TV. Mode, is it on all the way? I think the remotes are dim.
Okay, Heather, why don't you go ahead and call my cell phone?
Does it have the buttons just on the TV where you can turn it up and down?
She know your number?
Yeah,
Okay.
we had it all planned out. Everything was gonna work perfectly until.
Until
One minor
technology
detail.
got in the way.
Favorite last word.
Oh, there's a couple up there. That's why, yeah. but I didn't see source and-
Okay,
I have to leave the
so she's
Zoom.
leaving the Zoom to call us.
Okay.
Now you gotta see her face though.
No, his one was already on.
Should have brought my AAA batteries.
We have some in our mouths. Oh, it's.
All right, we have you in here and you're on speaker. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry about that technical difficulty. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful. So you know what I look like, I think you saw my face, but here's my voice. I'm from WASDA, the Washington School Association, that supports school board members. And we have every year a competition where boards submit applications to be considered for a board of distinction for that year. So I'm happy to report first that Grandview was selected to be a board of distinction. Furthermore, we recognize 3 boards throughout the state at 3 different levels: small district, medium district, and large. And I'm so excited to share that Grandview has been selected to be the board of the year for the medium-sized district. So congratulations. I also just want to share how wonderful it was to hear all of the positive energy and stories that surfaced. It really aligns with what we learned about you from your application. And we're so excited to honor the Board of the Year during the annual conference, during the Friday general session. And you'll also be recognized during the Thursday President's Dinner, just as one of the boards of distinction. So congratulations all around.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
So there's more. Now you're gonna be all movie stars.
What's the criteria to?
It's true. There'll be a video made about the work that you shared that WASDA will show during that Friday session. So yay, congrats.
Yeah. And I
Thank you.
I actually have a copy of what was submitted to nominate you all, so I'll share that with you. You can read through it later.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, thank you, Heather.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
You too, very much.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I found out about it like 5 hours ago. Well, I mean, I did a nomination in August. And so I recognize the work that you're all doing around the strategic plan, around supporting dual language, and then around supporting inclusionary practices, especially for like our students, our special education students. So there's a series of questions that they asked, and I had to upload information and data to support some of it. And so just so you're aware, the medium-sized districts, anybody between 2,000 and 9,000. And so that's probably about 70% of the districts in Washington State fit within the medium-sized school district. So it's a pretty big, it's a pretty big tip in a notch in your cap for all you. So
Should we be going when they present this?
well, Thursday night, they'll announce all the boards of distinction, and then Friday during the luncheon is when they will have the 3 districts who are nominated, who win, be recognized, and they'll show the video on the screen. So it might not be a bad idea to go up for the luncheon on Friday to be there for that part.
When are you going? Your thing is
I
Saturday?
think it's Friday also.
Oh, your thing is Friday
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
This
And
one's in
it's
Spokane.
in
this year.
Spokane in
Spokane.
November.
And so the luncheon is at noon, I believe, or 11:30, and then we're presenting at 3:30 or 3:15, I think. And so if you all want to go up early, we can ride together and take the students early, or you all can go by yourselves, and I can bring the girls later on, so they don't have to miss the whole day of school, however we want to coordinate that. We have some time to figure that out.
Okay.
But even if there's one or two of you, she said you don't even have to be there at all, because they're gonna show your pictures in the video about the district and stuff on the screen after they announce it, but they will ask if you're in the audience to stand and people will clap for you. So
What's the date?
November 22nd will be the luncheon, the Friday luncheon, when they announce the winners of the Board of the Year.
Cool.
Wow.
I
that's
think
pretty
we should be
cool.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Thursday night, they do the Board of Distinction, so there's probably 20 boards that get recognized for that, I believe. Maybe less, and
But
then
they're not gonna announce the winners.
they
so
don't announce
that's-
the winners that night, and they also ask that we don't do a big public announcement about this. If the word gets out, that's fine. So Amy's gonna sit on this until the 22nd at like 12:01. Then she's gonna blast this, but yeah,
It's Board of the Year.
Board of the Year
Wow.
for the medium-sized districts.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
Board
So
of
if-
Distinction, right? Board of.
So
the Year,
Board of Distinction, and then from the Board of Distinction, they elect a Board of the Year from all the Board of Distinction award winners and so.
So if we're gonna, and I would encourage us all to go up for the luncheon. And since we're presenting our district, or Rob is, and actually us, any of us that want to, we probably ought to go up to this luncheon and then hang around and be there for the presentation.
Yeah.
For our presentation. Rob's actually presenting on our process for our strategic plan.
Yeah,
Aren't you going?
So the two.
Yeah, you're
so
going.
those two have like speaking parts, but if anybody else wants to.
But
do
I
it,
would gladly give mine up to anybody that wants to.
Well, you are part of the.
Are you
process.
speaking at the thing at 3?
Yeah, he'll be speaking.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Hell, that's worth going just for that.
If I don't go for the luncheon with the students, I'd probably leave around 11:30.
What time are the students leaving to get up there?
But they would go with us and go up there, so I'd be driving them up.
But if we go up for the luncheon,
just
we
go up for
probably
the
have
day
to
and
leave
back.
about 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I probably would skip the luncheon because I don't want the girls to have to miss the whole day of school.
I see.
And so, and if it's just me taking them up, then Erin said she'll come with me, and so that way there's 2 adults and the girls by themselves and so. So I would leave her around 11.
If we want to go to the luncheon, do we need to, can we just show
I just
up?
tell Heather, yeah, and she would she'd have a table for you. If you
Uh,
don't need to pay anything.
And the presentation's at 3?
Yeah, our session's at 3, I think 3:15 to 4:15.
And what time does it end? Do you know?
It's an hour.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, and we're doing it from our process of the student plan through the perspective of a board member, plus the superintendent and students. So the students are gonna do quite a bit of talking too.
That's neat.
So after that, the session will probably be packed, knowing they can go to an award-winning board. you know.
When is Rick's thing that he sent out to us? What day was that?
What, his session?
Remember he sent us a thing,
Hmm,
an email?
actually, I just
Oh,
saw
I
that.
remember.
Yeah,
Gonna
he's
be-
doing, him and
like-
someone else are doing something kind of like our
Yeah.
deal we're
It
doing.
is at 10:45 to noon on Saturday, the
Oh, so
23rd.
it's on
Yeah,
Saturday.
Saturday session. And then, and I also included this, a little bit more information about the funding thing at, there's gonna be basically 3 keynote speakers that are gonna be there. This is, we've talked about this from the WASA perspective. WASA is like, this is really great, this reform. First, we need to stop the bleeding, and then we can work on reform. So this is like a 2026, 2027 kind of initiative. This is just kind of greasing the skids for that.
Is anybody going to that?
Brad and I are going.
Are you going, Heather?
Yeah. Yeah, so
Cool.
we just want to go and see the new auditorium in
Make
Davis.
sure all the pictures are really nice.
And that's my superintendent report. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll move to the consent agenda. I'd like to call for motion for the consent agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Go to new business. I'd like to call for a motion to approve the McClure School Improvement Plan.
We'll make a motion to approve the McClure School Improvement Plan.
A second.
Favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Like to move to resolution 5. Mr. Shreve, would you please review resolution 5 with the board?
Yes, I will, Mr. Board President. This resolution here is doing three things. The first thing is reaffirming the levy, which was already approved in the budget of 2.3 million for 2025. It's also assessing to pay our bonds, 2,905,000, which is also already in the budget, already approved by you. And the third thing that's in here is received a letter from, it was Benton County, Yakima County. This one is actually Yakima came in, and they had an adjustment to the levy amount. They call it a refund levy of 31,000 that you're approving to recover those assessments that were missed out on. So that's really the reason for the whole memo is and the whole change, that one piece, 31,000 pieces.
Any other questions or comments on that? Make a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Hi.
Opposed? Motion carries. So we will go from the board. Real quick.
I just went up to with about 100 of our CTE students last Tuesday to a college and career fair at Sundome. I enjoyed doing that. I don't know very many of the kids anymore, and anytime I get a chance to interact with them, I really like that.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay, so this time we're gonna go into executive. Is it gonna be two separate ones? We'll do one, then get out of it and then do the next one
We need to do signatures.
afterwards.
Okay.
Is that right? Or
Well,
now?
She can take off.
I'd
Oh,
like
we
to
can do them
have
now. Oh, not a problem. So you should have put a line item, signatures first, and put it in bold red.
And not miss any of them, like we did
Yeah.
last time.
Yeah,
Does anybody need a pen?
there's a whole bunch of them right here if you need one.
Okay. I have one, right?
Oh, here, you can have that one. There's only 2 signatures on it.
Take my front and back and everything.
Not as many. Oh, my pen's starting to die. Next. Okay. It's funny because I ran into Josie this last week and she said, "Oh, I have a little bit of an update, not really much."
2 executive sessions.
That was